See, this game doesn't even compare to the Tony Hawk games. As you saw in the flashback, I said that backyard skateboarding did not compare to any of the Tony Hawk games. Well, this week I'm going to review one. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 for the GameCube. Now this is definitely one of the best Tony Hawk games I've played. I first had it for the PC, but then it ended up not working, so I bought the GameCube version. Right here. Now let's check it out. At the very beginning, you'll see a wheel. By pressing up and down, you turn it to select different options. Although you only see 6 right off the beginning, don't let that fool you, because those options can lead to a lot of fun. Now, let's show the characters. As you can see, you can get all the pros and a whole bunch of other weird characters that you run into along the way. And as you complete story mode and classic mode, you get a whole bunch of characters that you run into on the courses and during story mode, which is pretty awesome indeed. I'm going to be myself for this review. Another cool thing you can do is edit your tricks and change them. Just select the combination you want, then select the trick you want for it. This helps personalize it so you remember what you need to do for a certain trick. You can also personalize your special moves with your own combinations. For the special moves, I picked up and down and left and right, since those are simple to remember. Another interesting thing is that there's 15 courses, and excluding the Pro Skater course, all of them are located on the globe below you, which means there are places across the world, which is pretty cool. The gameplay is easy to execute. Tricks are very simple to perform, and even balancing on a rail has never been easier. Just like the first Underground, they have double tap tricks, where you tap the button twice to do a different trick that is harder. Another new thing is when you bail. You have this freak out system. Get to a certain level and you spaz out on the board. Level 2 is my favorite, when he just breaks the board in half with his feet. The fun also continues off-board. By pressing Z, you get to go on your feet. By pressing Y near a wall, you can tag the wall with your own custom graffiti. To do a caveman, jump by pressing A, and then press the Z button to get back on the board. The two shoulder buttons have different functions. The R button allows you to do stuff on vert ramps, such as hip transfers, spine transfers, pool exits, and acid drops. The L button allows you to use a new feature called Focus, which slows everything down, which allows you to be able to control yourself better when balancing on manuals or grinds. This is very useful, but it's only limited. It stops once you end the trick or once the time range is up. Special moves are a cinch to do, especially when using up down, down up, left right, and right left combos. In fact, The only hard special move would have to be the lip tricks. You're trying so much to align yourself perfectly straight, and when you finally do it, you're relieved. The soundtrack's pretty rad. They did pick a good song selection for this game, including a variety of hip-hop, rock, and punk. Just listen to this
tune. The sun begins to dim and eventually the day dies and the mood prepares to sway. That's where another way lies. Glow of the liquor stove lights set the scene.
Sounds pretty damn good to me. In story mode, you and a whole bunch of other pro skaters have been selected by Tony and Bam to compete in the World Destruction Tour, where you cause mayhem all over the world by completing the different goals arranged. You get goals by finding the pro and all the other guest skaters you can find. Once you've completed enough goals, then go to Tony and you continue to the next level. But since I've done all the levels, I don't need to. You can switch out to your allies by pressing the grab button when near them. Your allies are a guest. For this course, it's the shrimp vendor. You can also switch out to the pro you have selected, like Mike Valley. The one different thing is that they each have different special moves than you do, so watch out for that. If you think that's wacky, then try driving with the secret character. The secret character always drives on something other than a skateboard. They can only do one flip trick, one grab, one grind, and no specials. But it's pretty fun to ride around with them. There's also classic mode. Right at the beginning when you start, you get to pick your character, which is sort of pointless since they all have the same stats. The only thing different is their moves. Classic mode is just like career mode in the classic pro skater games. Basically select a course, then you get a 2-minute trial to complete as many goals as possible. Once you complete up to 6 to 8 goals, you get a new course, or 2 new courses, depending on where you're at. Once you complete almost all of them, you get to go to the Triangle, a mysterious course where there's rumored to be alien activity. Well, looks like I'm going to have to cut this review short for this week. For part 2, I'm going to show you creative modes. Now see you later and look for me in the Mortal Kombat Blackout forums as Shotty's Man. And Suze, the name is called Mortal Kombat Blackout, not Kami Doku. Get over it.
We gonna shut him down. Y'all thought we killed him with the last one? Ow!